Assalamu alaikum. We are going to start a new topic, structure of bacterial cells. We have already studied the classification of bacteria and the classification of microorganisms as well. So after basic topics, now we are going to start bacterial structure of bacterial cell in detail. Basically, bacterial cell is actually prokaryotic cell. Okay, there is no membrane bounded organelle and nucleus is present, but genetic material or nuclear material is present in center of the cell, in the center of cytoplasm actually. And the another feature is bacteria contain cell wall. Cell wall is common in number of bacteria, and similarly there are many other structures are present in bacteria with their unique functions. So let's discuss different structures of bacterial cells. Our lecture will be consist of 2 to 3 parts. First of all, for part one will be consist of the cell wall. Actually, cell wall is a very important structure of bacteria. It contains it contains many molecules, many other associated molecules which perform many functions for bacterial survival. Okay, so first of all we will understand about the cell wall of bacteria, then we will go for the cytoplasmic membrane and cytoplasm, and we will see the organelles present in the cytoplasm. Then we will study the structure and function structure of nucleus and the organelles present in the cytoplasm. So let's start. Okay, here is a diagram. Here is a summary of important structure of bacteria. First of all, cell wall. Cell wall is composed of peptidoglycan. Another membrane is gram-negative bacteria. Then plasma membrane, ribosomes, nucleoid, mesosome, periplasm. Non-essential components are those components which actually it may be present or not. It means it depends on types of bacteria in which capsules are present, or sometimes many types of bacteria don't have capsule. Okay, so they are non-essential components like pili, flagella, spore formation, plasmid, granule, and glycolic layer or slime layer. So here is a summary of structures. We will discuss every structure in detail. So I'm not going to discuss chemical composition and function here, because I just want to tell you about the basic structures um, present in the cell. So we will discuss chemical composition and function of each structure with our coming lectures. Here is another diagram of bacteria in which you can easily observe ribosomes, mesosomes, plasma membrane, cell wall and capsule, flagella, pili, nucleoid or DNA is present in center of the cell. There is a cytoplasm. So it just a diagram to give you an idea about the bacterial cell. So, why cell wall is important in bacteria? First of all, cell wall of bacteria is different from cell wall of fungi. In animals or in humans, cell wall, eukaryotic cells of humans or animals don't have cell wall. They have plasma membrane. So in bacteria, cell wall cell wall is composed of peptidoglycan, but in fungi, cell wall is composed of chitin, and in plants, cell wall is composed of with cellulose. So this is a major difference between fungi, bacterial, and plant cell wall. Okay, so this boundary actually is an outer boundary. in some animal, in some bacteria, an external structure to cell wall is also present, which is known as a capsule. But capsule is not present in every bacteria, but cell wall is present in every bacteria. So outermost component of many bacteria, of all bacteria, is cell wall. Okay, except mycoplasma. There is a bacteria in which no cell wall is present, is known as mycoplasma. Okay, no cell wall is present is a mycoplasma. Please note it down. It's the most important MCUs with respect to UHS. Some bacteria have capsule external to cell wall. I have told you that there are many bacteria like Pseudomonas aeruginosa. They are capsulated, like Klebsiella. They are capsulated. They have a structure outside present outside of the cell wall. Okay, so but not in all bacteria capsule is present. Some bacteria. Uh, then present external to cytoplasmic membrane. Cell wall is present actually external to the cytoplasmic membrane. There is a membrane which separates the cytoplasm, which actually covers the cytoplasm, then we known as cytoplasmic membrane. So cell wall is present outside this cytoplasmic membrane. So inside of the cytoplasm contains cytoplasm, but the external side of cytoplasm, the cytoplasm membrane, is have cell wall. So uh, bacterial cell wall is composed of peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan is present in the bacterial cell wall. Okay, but keep in mind there is a slight difference between the gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Peptidoglycan, no doubt, peptidoglycan is present in both types of bacteria, in gram negative and in as well as in gram positive bacteria. But amount, thickness of cell wall highly depends upon the presence of peptidoglycan, presence of concentration of peptidoglycan. In gram positive bacteria, concentration of peptidoglycan is high. So gram positive bacteria have thick cell wall due to presence of high amount of peptidoglycan in it. On the other hand, gram negative have thin layer of peptidoglycan. They are not like uh, other organism. They are not like other gram positive organism. They just have a thin layer of peptidoglycan, but peptidoglycan remain present in the cell wall of gram negative bacteria as well. Okay, but in gram negative actually there is an other structure is more important than peptidoglycan, which is lipopolysaccharide structure. So in gram positive, no lipopolysaccharides are present, but in gram negative, thin layer of peptidoglycan is covered with the thick layer of lipopolysaccharides. So gram negative have an other structure which is known as lipopolysaccharides. Okay, so this lipopolysaccharide is very important for pathogenicity of the gram negative bacteria, because these lipopolysaccharides may have toxins. These lipopolysaccharides these lipopolysaccharides shows antigenic nature. So we can say gram negative are lipopolysaccharides helps in the virulence of the gram negative bacteria. So we will discuss structure of both lipopolysaccharides and liposaccharides later, but here you just have to understand the had this basics about the cell wall. First of all, mycoplasma don't have cell wall. Cell wall is common in almost all bacteria. In some bacteria, another structure present external to the cell wall is capsule, but not in all. Okay, then another thing is bacterial cell wall is composed of with peptidoglycan, but the fungal cell wall is composed of chitin, and the planty cell wall is composed of with the cellulose. Okay, gram positive have thick layer of peptidoglycan. Okay, thick layer of peptidoglycan, but in gram negative there is a thin layer of peptidoglycan, because another layer of lipopolysaccharide is also present in the gram negative bacteria. So here this is some basics about the cell wall. So another important thing, difference between the gram positive cell wall of gram positive bacteria and the cell wall of gram negative bacteria. The structural, chemical composition and thickness of cell wall differ in gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Okay, the peptido first of all, in gram positive, peptidoglycan is much thicker. Okay, much thicker than gram negative bacteria, as you can see in diagram, right side diagram, where peptidoglycan layer is much thicker than in gram negative. Okay, so another important thing is some special types of fibers are present in the peptidoglycan layer. These fibers are known as teichoic acid or lipoteichoic acid fibers. Okay, these are much important because we will later study the we will study the function of every fiber protein later, but you have to keep in mind that teichoic acid is present in the cell wall of peptidoglycan or in gram positive bacteria only. On the other hand, gram negative bacteria don't have teichoic acid. Okay. Okay, then there is another important thing about the on the other hand, where in gram negative bacteria no thick layer of peptidoglycan is present, only thin layer is present. You can see in diagram, and uh, peptidoglycan is attached with the which attached with a layer of lipopolysaccharides. Okay, and lipopolysaccharide contain a special types of protein, special types of porous proteins, or you can say the channel proteins. It allows many type of chemicals or particles to pass through it. Okay, then there is another important thing, the presence of periplasmic spaces between the lipopolysaccharides and the between the outer membrane and the peptidoglycan. Okay, so periplasmic spaces are present more prominent in gram negative bacteria, and these species are helpful in the production of special enzymes. These enzymes are usually known as beta lactamases. Beta lactamases enzymes. Okay, beta lactamases enzymes produced in periplasmic spaces and released in cytoplasm and outside of the cell. How big beta lactamase enzyme is important? So first of all, to understand why beta lactamase enzyme is important, you have to understand the drugs, medicines, or antibiotics which contain, like penicillin, conventional antibiotic which contain a beta lactam ring. Okay, there is a six cornered ring. There is a special or specific six cornered ring present in few drugs, like penicillin and some other families of penicillin. Which is known as beta lactam ring. Okay, it means medicine contain a beta lactam ring. But but any gram negative bacteria which have beta lactamase enzyme in periplasmic spaces can become resistant toward the penicillin or beta lactam drugs. How it is possible? Beta lactamase enzyme breaks the beta lactam ring in the antibiotic. Okay, keep in mind, a beta lactamase enzyme from periplasmic spaces of gram negative bacteria breaks the ring or beta lactam ring of the beta lactam ring of the drugs or medicine like penicillin, and make it useless. Okay, so drugs become useless, or we can say ineffective toward the bacteria due to the presence of beta lactamase enzyme. So many bacteria release beta lactamase enzyme because it and this beta lactamase enzyme usually is produced in the periplasmic spaces. This okay. So you can observe another thing is we can say outer membrane is lipopolysaccharide and some other proteins. There is an in gram negative thin layer of peptidoglycan is present, and the then both have plasma membrane. Okay, and there is a no very high difference between the plasma membrane of bacteria in gram negative bacteria. Lipids A molecules are also attached with the lipopolysaccharides. Okay, lipid A molecules are also attached with the lipopolysaccharide molecule, and these lipid A molecules are act as a toxins, and these toxins can cause shock, which is known as septic shock. You have already studied in the hemodynamics that a septic shock is caused by the bacteria, so toxins of bacteria. So gram negative have endotoxins which can cause which can cause shock in body, or it can also cause disease, severe disease. Okay, so here is a comparison of cell wall of both bacteria, gram negative and gram positive bacteria. Nodal peptidoglycan is present in both, but gram positive have thick cell wall due to peptidoglycan, and the gram negative have thin cell wall due to thin layer of peptidoglycan. Here you can see some important features of bacterial cell wall. First of all, peptidoglycan is much thicker in gram positive. I have already told you that in gram positive cell wall is thick because peptidoglycan layer is thick. Gram positive have fibers of teichoic acid. Okay, and then gram negative contains lipopolysaccharides, lipoproteins, and phospholipids. Okay, so in gram negative, with the thin layer of peptidoglycan, lipopolysaccharide and lipoproteins and phospholipids are also present. Periplasmic species are present in the bacterial cell, and I have told you about the beta lactams. I have told you about the beta lactamase and the beta lactam drugs. Beta lactam drugs are those drugs which contain a special ring in it. These are known as beta lactam rings. So those organisms which can produce beta lactamase become resistant toward the beta lactam drugs, because beta lactamase enzyme breaks the ring of the beta lactam drug, and beta lactam drugs become ineffective toward the beta lactamase producers enzymes. Okay, endotoxins. What are toxins? Endotoxins are present with the endotoxins are actually lipid A molecules which are attached with the LPS lipopolysaccharides in the gram negative bacteria. Okay, these endotoxins when released into the in fact in blood or in side, then these endotoxins can cause very severe disease or sometimes very severe life-threatening shock in body. Okay, then another important thing about the lipopolysaccharides also act as an antigen because it has antigenicity nature. Okay, so it also help because due to their difference in antigens according to strains, we it also helps us in the diagnosis of lab identification of strain or gram negative strain or gram negative bacteria. Okay, so another thing is foreign proteins. There are some types of channels are present. There are some types of channels are present in the present in present in the present in it where they are uh, in foreign proteins channels helps in the transportation of drugs, vitamins, chemicals, etc. Okay, Now, here is a surprise for you because we are studying very smoothly that all bacteria have peptidoglycan in their cell wall, but now another bacteria, which is known as Mycobacterium tuberculosis, a family of Mycobacterium, actually is not much simple, have not much simple cell wall like many other bacteria because we study bacteria uh, on the basis of cell wall, like we study bacteria gram positive bacteria or gram negative bacteria on the basis of cell wall. But most of now another bacteria which is actually acid fast bacilli, we say it is actually a base acid fast because it has unusual cell wall. Okay, it is not like gram negative it is not like gram bacteria. Okay, it appears it gram negative, actually gram stain or gram stain reagents are unable to stain these bacteria due to presence of thick lipids or thick mycolic layer around the cell wall. Okay, I'm going to repeat it. There is a thick layer of mycolic acid is present external to this cell wall in this bacteria. Okay, so due to thick layer of mycolic acid, reagents of gram stain are unable to reach to the layer of peptidoglycan. Okay, so it is difficult because it is difficult for us to visualize acid fast bacilli with gram stain because acid fast bacilli do not respond to the gram stain. Okay, we have a special type of stain for gram for acid fast bacilli. We use Zn stain. Okay, Ziehl-Neelsen or Zn staining method to identify acid fast bacilli. Okay, so why we say acid fast bacilli because because eh, after when we use carbofuscin, when we use one reagent or first reagent on these bacteria carbofuscin, then we use decolorizers. Don't worry, you will study this thing about gram reagents of gram stain or gram or Zn stain in coming practicals, so don't worry. Just to keep in mind after why we say acid fast bacilli, these bacteria resist toward the strong acid alcohols. Okay, strong nahi, acid alcohols. Then we say these are acid fast bacilli. These are they are showing resistance toward the acid alcohols. Okay, then they have high concentration of mycolic acid. That's why they are known as acid fast bacilli. Another important bacteria is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, Mycobacterium is a genus which has a Mycobacterium leprae and many other bacteria, so all are almost acid fast bacilli, but the most common is TB causing bacteria is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So this is an acid fast bacilli. So now you can think about the cell wall of the acid fast bacilli, which is actually different from the other bacteria, cell wall of other bacteria, and you can say it's actually totally different from gram negative and gram positive bacteria due to presence of mycolic acid. But in gram negative and gram positive bacteria, no mycolic acid present. It is a simple mechanism of gram staining, but we here is a mechanism of Zn staining. Now, most important thing is the structure of peptidoglycan. Uh, in Levinson, a very clear structure of peptidoglycan is present. Uh, what is the structure of peptidoglycan? Is actually a complex structure, complex and interwoven network that surrounds the entire cell. Okay, so as cell wall is present around the entire cell, so the structure is present around this entire cell and is composed of single covalently linked macromolecules. Okay, there is a macromolecules are present. There are two types of macromolecules which are actually bound with each other through covalent bond or strong covalent bond. These are okay. It is found only in the bacterial cell walls. Peptidoglycan, I have already told you that in fungus chitin is present, but so it provides rigid support for the cell, is important in maintaining the characteristic shape of the cell. Okay, so when we say cell wall provides shape to the bacteria, uh, so now you can understand how it provides shape, because there is a strong covalent bond. Okay, so it provides shape to the bacteria. Okay, how we can what why we say peptidoglycan? Oh, peptidoglycan actually is derived actually peptidoglycan is a combination of two words. First of all, peptide, and then another one is sugars. Okay, glycans. Peptides are proteins and glycans or sugar that make up the molecules. Okay, synonyms of peptidoglycans are murine and mucopeptide. Please keep in mind murine and mucopeptide are also synonyms of peptidoglycan. In diagram you can you can see NAM, NAG, NAG, NAM portions, and then what are the name and what are the nag? ठीक है. First of all, there are two types of molecules, macromolecules are present. N-acetyl murmuric acid, N-acetyl NAM, NAM is N-acetyl murmuric acid. On the other hand, what is NAG? N-acetyl glucose amine molecule, N-acetyl glucose amine molecule. ठीक है. Okay, so attached to each other by numeric acid molecules in tetrapeptide consisting of both D and L amino acids. Okay, according you have studied in biochemistry dextrorotatory or liver rotatory amino acids. No need to study this dextrorotatory molecule. Just keep in mind there are two types of molecules are present in peptidoglycan, N-acetyl mumeric acid and N-acetyl glucosamine molecules. They are bound. They are bind with each other and they are attached with the tetrapeptide chain. Okay, so four molecules of tetrapeptide chain amino acids, four amino acids of tetrapeptide chain, and every third amino acid. Okay, okay, then two of these amino acids are worthy of special mention. Uh, diaminopimelic acid, which is unique to bacterial cell walls, and D-alanine, which is involved in the cross link between the tetrapeptides. Okay, so you just have to study or draw the structure of it, and you have just have to keep in mind some major or some important things like NAG, NAM, covalent bond, tetrapeptide chains, and that's it. There is no need to about the dextrorotatory, liver rotatory. Okay, so it also now as peptidoglycan is providing shape or boundary of the bacterial cell, there is an advantage. There is also an advantage for us. Okay, peptidoglycan also provide advantages to humans. How? We can make a special types of antibiotics against peptidoglycan layer. Okay, what I am saying that we can make special types of antibiotics or drugs against the peptidoglycan layer, and peptidoglycan layer is present only in bacteria. So if we program the antibiotics only against the peptidoglycan layer, then after eating the antibiotic, when we will eat antibiotics, then it only if it is only programmed to hit peptidoglycan layer, then it will only hit peptidoglycan, and peptidoglycan is present in the cell wall of bacteria. So the drugs will only hit the cell wall of, or only hit the cell of bacteria. Okay, so only hit the bacterial cell. So when drug only hit the bacterial cell, then our body will remain protected with the side effects, or with the destruction from the destruction of the drug. Okay, so because a drug is programmed against the fights against the peptidoglycan, and peptidoglycan is present only in the cells of bacteria. So when it hits only the cell of the bacteria, then it will only affect or kill or fights with these cells of bacteria. Okay, so we will continue from there in our next lecture. Thank you so much. If you have any question, you can ask anytime. थैंक यू सो मच, एंड प्लीज़ इसको जाकर पढ़ें और इसके स्ट्रक्चर को भी अच्छी तरह याद करें. थैंक यू.